Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Baylor Bears, McLean Stadium on the banks of the Brazos in Waco, Texas. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Arkansas Razorbacks, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Baylor Bears. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. On the move, it's Coates. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. Guys, when you think about Arkansas, top 5 up to this point is really good. It's staying there as we get closer to the playoff that becomes a huge challenge.
They just need to focus on winning right now. They're in position as a top 5 team to reach the college football playoff, but you've got to keep winning, and that's got to be the...
Turning it on! He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Razorbacks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw, it's Owen. Unloads it left. Got his man. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Thanks to grab. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes, he's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. He caught it, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Razorbacks! You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
Coming out with it, it's Robinson. He's got great speed. He's got an alley. And there he goes. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Bears! No guts, no glory. Caught it in the end zone. Didn't hesitate for a millisecond to take that thing back, and boy, did it pay off.
And this is why kickoff returns are so exciting. There's so much space between you and the other team flying down the field. The only time you're going to be provided that much space, and you could tell he knew what to do with that space. Kicked on the Jets by Felicia.
He only needs a sliver of daylight. Got a little room. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He just took it the entire length of the field, end to end, coast to coast, nationwide for the touchdown.
And how about the fans in the stands going, no, 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 take a knee, no, yes, 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 yes. Over 100 yards to the kickoff return. Nice job taking it out of the end zone, making a huge play.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Wants to adjust the pattern. Out of the gun, the running back has it. At the 35, he's open. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field, what a big gain for the offense.
Now improvising. First down and more. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
He can throw it. He can buy time. He can run it. What can't he do? This guy's so talented. When he does stuff like this, there's no way to stop it. There's no way to coach a defense up against this. He's just really fast, and I can't catch him.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Wide receiver comes in motion. From the gun, the ground game. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Nice job by the defense. A lot of times offenses want time to mesh that RPO and read it. Nah, the defense got in there so fast, they didn't give him an option. Got the nice tackle for a loss, putting the offense in a worse situation.
Incomplete behind the receiver. Maybe this freshman got a little too anxious.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
They'll go with a direct snap. Will not get close. Tackled at the 28-yard line. It's 4th down. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. And that one took everything he had to sneak it over the crossbar inside the left upright. That'll bring him to within 4.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. To start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Running back searching for a hole. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, get in that rhythm. Find that timing with your wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
It'll be 3rd and long. The give to the lone running back. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's 1st down at the 38.
And that's a great sign for this offense because this year we know there's been a little bit of inconsistency. And I think the biggest problem has been 3rd down. Right there, nice job executing, running the ball, picking up the first, and keeping this drive alive.
Dropping back, it's Owen. Grabbed over the middle, it's Cade. Got room at the 35. Lots of running room. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Arkansas.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
He'll bring it out. It's Robinson. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We reach the break. Arkansas has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. So first down here as they go back to work. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
They'll send the back in motion. Back to pass on second down. Finds his man. It's Warren. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Bears come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Grab near the sticks. It's Houghton. And he'll go down, but he has enough for the first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Makes the grab. Oh, he's got some space. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
Wants to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man on the right.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. And I think on that last completion, it was a good example of that.
And the Bears will have it 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Warren.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
The Bears can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. Quick completion on the out route. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
Might be calling a hot route. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. And the Bears are in the hurry-up. With the run on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Baylor! And these guys just score from anywhere out there. After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and they'll get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. The inside handoff. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. They'll go to work on second down after doing damage on the ground. Motion from the wideout. Takes the handoff. It's Coates. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And there was no space, nowhere to go. That play went absolutely nowhere.
Sometimes you just need a dude to show up and make a play, and he did.
Sometimes you just need to block that dude, and they didn't.
Give to the back. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll move the tight end. The give to the left side.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
And the Razorbacks come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Out of the gun, the inside give. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the first down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the first down marker is.
Running with some authority as he bangs his way to the 43.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up. Now inside the 20. 1st and 10 from the 18. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
To throw, it's Owen. Pressure coming. Nearly picked off there, and he might be the last guy on the field you'd expect to drop that one. It'll be 3rd down.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal.
This defense has got to be better in coverage. You want to get off the field, you got to keep defending. You got to do something to make the offense feel uncomfortable. So far, way too easy for this offense.
Little touch pass to the receiver. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that, no gain on the play.
Well, the offense just trying to go with a little touch pass this time, down close to the goal line, giving it to the receiver and hoping his speed is going to be able to outflank the defense, but nowhere to run. Nice stop on the defensive side of the ball.
Trying to ball his way in. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Razorbacks.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And, David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Duke is ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Daniel Jones, this offense is not guaranteed to just keep scoring points today. They're up by a field goal over Cal. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. They're going to test the right side with this one. At the 35, he's loose. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. The Bears in the hurry up. Offense changing the play. Wants to go up top on first down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
I think bad fundamentals on that throw by the QB guys. You saw him threw that off his back foot. When you do that, your accuracy suffers. And that ball kind of sailed on him a little bit. That ball should have been intercepted.
He's knocked out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 44.
That's exactly what you're trying to get accomplished. You got to make sure on all these runs, clock running down, get out of bounds, right? Get some positive yards and then stop that clock.
And the Bears come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Got the big tight end on the corner route. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Looking downfield on first down. Throwing right. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the first down?
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
They'll throw it from the red zone. Let's it fly. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half.
When you get in the red area, as a quarterback, you got to be dialed in. You got to be really sharp, really crisp. You have to play with great timing. The field is so shrunk. Everybody's got such a little area to cover. Fitting it in tight windows is tough to do, and he failed on that play right there.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Feet in the end zone, looking to fire. It's caught. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking downfield, it's Owen. He's got him. There he goes. And the defense doesn't let him get loose, and that's going to wrap things up here in the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Razorbacks will kick it away to start the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Robinson. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. They had a really productive first half, but in a game like this, they better keep it up.
You know, at halftime, the offense and defense separate, and they kind of go over their own adjustments. You know the offense was saying to themselves very quietly, guys, we're not going to stop anybody. We got to keep scoring if we're going to win this game. So the pressure's on them here in the second half, David.
Yeah, and you get the ball first. And so it's been a high-scoring first half. You get to go out here now and make a statement. Start this half, say, listen, we're going to keep scoring points, and then maybe help alleviate some of that pressure on your defense.
Yeah, it's just the throw the quarterback would love to have back. His guy's wide open. It looked to me like maybe he was overstriding or straining a little bit too much on the throw. The nose of the ball was diving, and he, of course, threw it into the ground. That's one he'd like to do over.
Making side adjustments here. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. On target over the middle. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
And when you get zone coverage and you're running curls and the wide receiver sprints off the ball, you know what happens? That DB starts to bail, and that wide receiver comes back, and it's easy pitch and catch for the offense.
Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. Got enough for the first down. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Pulls and fires complete. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. They might have the defense's head spinning a little bit now. Hit him with a big run, now they hit him with a big pass.
Man, it's so hard to defend both. You know that. Which coverage do I want to put? Do I put more people in the box to stop?
Headed to the end zone. Touchdown Bears! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to pass. It's Owen. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. He's loose. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Arkansas. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
And this offense picks up right where it left off. Scoring points, creating a big play. First drive of the second half, no problem. Don't worry about halftime adjustments. Just keep doing what you've been doing.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Robinson. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. And here comes the Bear offense. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stops, Palmer, and get you the football back.
And I think here, too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the opponent. Yeah, they just went down and scored, but you score here, and this game's still tight. You keep their feet to the fire, so an opportunity here to keep applying that pressure.
Unloads to the wideout. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Man, as a quarterback, you got to be careful. He's lucky there. If you miss high throwing over the middle of the field, oftentimes that results in interception. So lucky that ball was incomplete.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. That is just a sideline credit. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want.
Man, and that's just making it way too easy on the defense. They're laughing at that short throw. They're like, really? Okay, we'll just make an easy tackle and jog our punt return team out on the field. We're going to make it that easy for us.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Complete out of the backfield. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it. But when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Going to try to pop one on the screen. No, sirree. Not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. Second down, they'll go to the air. Going for the big play. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Takes it the other way. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. And here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Looking downfield, it's Owen. Got his man down the middle. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. I don't think he was the primary receiver on that play, David, but a very productive pickup on first down.
And these tight ends are so good at understanding zones and where to sit down. And listen, it's not the huge gain down the field, but it's always death by 1,000 cuts, small gains, break tackles, and continue to move the sticks.
Finds a little bit of room, give him a couple down to the 23.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
And last week was great for this young man. But, man, again, showing you he can do it at a high level. Just working the whole field, using different guys. He is absolutely on fire right now.
The give on the inside. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the first down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play.
Got some room headed to the goal line. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
That's the end of the quarter, and Arkansas has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. 22 more. 22 more. Quick pass on the jet motion. Touchdown Razorbacks! And they take it in for 6 more points. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
Man, it's so nice to have guys out wide that you just trust that you can feed the football, and this guy will do the rest, will cross that goal line, will take care of you, make you look like a genius. That's that kind of guy right there.
And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the 4th.
42, Baylor, 25.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Robinson. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Find some space, enough to get 5 to the 22.
A lot of times when you think about speed back, speed, you think on the edge. You don't think in between the tackles. You don't think about breaking tackles. They try to break your ankles. The problem is when you're trying to run there as fast as you possibly can, a lot of times you don't get to put a good hit on him, and in turn you see he breaks tackles and make big plays.
That's caught. It's Stoneburner. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. He wants to change this route. On 4th down, trying to find his man. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Dropping back, it's Owen. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. They are in no mood to show any mercy as they keep flexing their muscle on offense.
Up big in the 4th quarter, and you just keep taking shots down the field. That tells you something, okay? You can take what you want from it, but this offense definitely not interested in running clock, interested in making a point.
To the air on 1st down. Unleashes to the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and he's got to really get his guys settled down. A couple turnovers in a row. Now they've got to find a rhythm.
A CEO, a.k.a. don't screw it up, young man. That's what it sounds like on the sidelines with the coach. You've got to stop turning the football over.
Gives him a little breathing room, picks up 5, and gets it to the 7-yard line.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the 2nd half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
They'll move the wide receiver. Trying to get it to the marker. He breaks a tackle and runs through another guy. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. The Bears come to the line with a new set of downs. Might be changing the route. Looking to throw on 1st down. He let the thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the 4th quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. Trying to take it back. Touchdown, Arkansas! The defense takes matters into its own hands. They push out that lead a bit and draw much closer to a win here in Week 9.
Really got to be impressed with the defense here. Late in the game, still firing off the ball and still making plays. What a great job, not just picking it off, but taking it all the way back to the house. That pads their lead, and that should do it. You think that should do it now to get the win.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Robinson. Makes a move. He's on the loose. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
And he's in for the second score of the game. My goodness. Note to self. Kickoff team. Don't kick it to him anymore. Squib it. Kick it to the other guy. Just don't let that guy touch it again.
No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the 2. Floats it out in space. He'll make his way in for the 2, and now they're down by 16. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Here he comes. This is a gamble. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
To the air, it's Owen. It's complete to the right. Trying to pick up a first down. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming. And the Razorbacks will line up to punt it away. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David. It breaks into the open. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
Fires to the right. He's got it. Tight windows, no problem to grab the tackle, and it's first down in the red zone at the 10. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. First and goal, and a great opportunity to slice into this lead. Wants to throw on first down. Quarterback moving. Touchdown, Baylor! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Step one by this offense complete. Really nice job. They had to get the touchdown. Now we got to go for the 2-point conversion. Cut this thing to 8, so we got a chance to tie the game late with some late game heroics.
From the gun. Stepping to the right. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man. So the kickoff team will come out after they turned in a score on that last drive. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wide receiver going in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. Slithers into space. There he goes. Flips the field in an instant. he has it down to the 25-yard line.
I love this play call. You want to get your playmakers the football in space. What a creative way. This little kind of push pass by the quarterback. Get into the receiver's hands quickly and let him go make yards.
The Razorbacks, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. They want that clock to run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low, and the offensive
throws toward the end zone. He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be third down.
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. Even when he's covered, he's open. He's shown the ability to climb the ladder and make contested catches. So I don't mind him taking another shot, though.
Got it! Goes out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they'll be set up and in great position here. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
And he's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely...
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Razorbacks. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
Coming out with it, it's Robinson. No idea what he could have been thinking to try to return that one, and they stop him at the 7. First order of business, get out of this hole as the drive starts at their own 7-yard line. They'll go to the ground. Turning it on. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, it's a good time to mix in the run play. You're down, it's late in the 4th quarter right now, and everyone's expecting you to throw, so not a lot of defenders in the box. So that's a great situation to try to run the ball.
Looking to throw on first down. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. He might want another play. Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. Caught over the middle. It's Stoneburner. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one. And the Bears come to the line in the hurry-up. Wants to go up top on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Hout. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. The Bears come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed on the field and get ready to play the pass.
Got it in the middle. It's Hout. Knocked down at the 29-yard line. Picked up 15 yards on the play, and he's got a first down. To the air on first down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. And he'll just get rid of that one.
And the defense is good with that. Get pressure on the quarterback. Get him outside the pocket. You know it's a passing situation. Play half the field now. This defense is in a good spot, and you can tell they're ready to rush this quarterback.
Back to pass. Makes the catch. It's Stoneburner. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The offense gets the timeout. 12 ticks left on the clock. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. And the Bears, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Bears! Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Time is against them, still down by 2 scores, but they'll line up for the onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
He's going to fire deep. Snatches it on the right. They're able to make the stop, but a little extra icing on this winning cake in this one.